Welcome to day 19 of our January Challenge 2020, and we are going to look at our next bar on this Chopiene piece. So this will be the 7th bar on your page, and it's officially bar 8. I know I keep confusing you with that. I'll play it for you for starters, and then we'll break it down a bit. Here we go. And so on. Okay, so I think the first interesting crux of this is if you notice the groups of quavers, the groups of eighth notes, we have B, F, B, left hand, B, F, B, right hand, B, F, B. So we have B, F, B in the middle, B, F, B down in the bass, B, F, B right up in the treble there. Okay, so that is what this bar is hanging around. Okay, centered around, if you will. And so we have this challenge of playing the semiquavers against it, these 16th notes against it, and letting that ring out, and swapping the focus to the left hand having the steady ba-dee-da, and the right hand being busy against it, but letting that B, F, B, B, F, B, B, F, B, letting that being the mantra really of this bar. Okay, so that's your challenge. And again, thinking about the voices is a really useful way for approaching it. So against our initial B, F, B in the right hand, which we'll just do 3, 1, 3, that's okay. Left hand has got B to F, then put your finger 2 on the D, then move your thumb to the G, then move your finger 3 back to the B, and thumb back onto the G. Okay, so let's do that a bit more in time. So B, F, D, G, B, G. Ready? 7 and 8 and 9 and. Okay, maybe do that a little bit slower, sorry. 7 and 8 and 9 and. Okay, we'll try that again. 7 and 8 and 9 and. Okay, this time we're going to play that and then we're going to go straight into the B, F, B that the left hand then does. And we're going to allow those particular 3 notes to ring out. Okay, let's give it a go. All right, 7 and 8 and 9 and. Okay, let's give that another go. 7 and 8 and 9 and. Okay, we're going to play that same thing again, but we're just going to add the 3 quavers B, F, B in the right hand. The left hand's carrying on, the top hand isn't. Okay, just so that we can feel that shift. So the right hand is only going to play the first 3 notes. The left hand is playing those 3 quavers worth and the next 3 quavers worth. Here we go. 7 and 8 and 9 and. Okay, let's do that again. Ready? Notice how actually we're starting on the same notes in both hands at the minute, but it's remembering when to play which. 7 and 8 and 9 and. Lovely. One last time, just doing that. That was really good. Okay. 7 and 8 and 9 and. Well done. Okay, let's continue the left hand on. Just finished on a B. Our thumb is going to a G and a B. This is another of these mirror image bars. G, B, G, D, F, B. Just these last 3 quavers worth. So you've got these 6 semiquavers or 16th notes. Ready? The count-in will be 4, 5, 6, and then you'll start. 4 and 5 and 6 and G, G, F. Okay, try again. 4 and 5 and 6 and. Well done, that's it. Watching for that D in the middle. They don't always go to the B, so be careful there. Try again. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Can we play the previous 3 quavers, the strong B, F, B, G, B, G, D, F, B. Okay, so counting now be 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, do that again. You happy with where we are? Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and. Well done. Try not to get into a knot, just keep your fingers lower than your thumb and just trust it. Okay, let's do the whole bar of the left hand. See if we can loop it. Because it ends on the same notes that you're going to start on, got to jump straight back onto those. So see if we can loop it, play it at least twice. Here we go. Beginning of the bar, left hand only. 7 and 8 and 9 and. One more time, here we go. Boom. Okay, so then what I want you to try and do, like we did earlier, add the right hand, just the B, F, B over that first bit. Don't worry about the midsection, allow the left hand just to do its B, F, B on its own, and then see if you can add that final B, the high B, F, B over it. In fact, let's just play the last third of the bar. So it's the high B, F, B in the right hand, the left hand playing that G, B, G, D, F, B. Okay, so the counting will be 4, 5, 6 as we play the last section of this bar. 4 and 5 and 6 and. Okay, let's try that again. 4 and 5 and 6 and. Okay, so we're going to start at the beginning of the bar. We're playing the right hand only when it does quavers, only when it does those 8th notes. Left hand starting and playing all the way through the bar. We'll see if we can play it twice in a row. Here we go. 7 and 8 and 9 and. Just went wrong at the end there. I got muddled with which hand was doing what. Whew, hope that makes you feel better. Okay, so let's look at what the right hand is doing in the middle of this bar. It's quite straightforward, it's just the combining. So the right hand actually leaps to B, D, B, up above middle C up here, and then does the same B, D, B, around middle C. That's all it does. So the right hand is B, F, B, B, D, B, B, D, B, B, F, B. See if you can join in. Ready again, beginning, and. One more time. Okay. If we just try that midsection of the bar, so the left hand is just playing B, F, B, and see if we can put that against the right hand, B, D, B, B, D, B. You don't necessarily want to emphasize those beats, but I'm giving you that feel just so that you can work out how they're going to land together. Okay, so the counting is going to be 1, 2, 3 as you play this middle section of the bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, can we just try that again? 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, one last time, same thing. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, then just remind yourself of the right hand again, because that's got a lot of leaping around to do. Here we go, beginning of the whole bar, twice through, just the right hand, 7 and 8 and 9 and. Again, and. Okay, remind yourself of the left hand, just the left hand, B to F, beginning of the bar again, we'll go twice through, 7 and 8 and 9 and. Okay, let's try putting it hands together. Okay, nice and steady, and at least twice through, maybe 3. Really steady. 7 and 8 and 9 and. Well done. Work through it, you're getting it, it's working. It's a very nice one, that, because it's really centered around those B's just ring out and ring out and ring out and ring out, and because they're B flats, so we haven't got any levers on, it's particularly resonant. I can still hear mine going now. Okay, I'll just put a couple of bars together for you just to give you a feel of how one might move into the other. In fact, I'll do yesterday into today just so you can get a reminder of that one too. Here we go. Just sit back and listen and enjoy. make a mistake, it gives you comfort. Okay, I will see you tomorrow. Well done.